Have you been looking at different ways to perform leg extension without a traditional leg extension machine? And perhaps you may wonder if there are any bodyweight versions available. In part 4 of this series, I'm going to walk you through the third bodyweight leg extension exercise, Spanish squats. Plus, at the very end of this video, I'll share with you an alternative way to perform Spanish squats. So make sure to stick around for that. Alright, so let's dive into it. So for Spanish squats, you're going to be needing a very strong resistance band. So I have two bands here. So the strongest band you have available. And if you don't have a strong enough band available to you, then you can instead just combine two bands. So what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be wrapping your band around something sturdy. It can be anything that's sturdy enough just to hold your weight. So a pull-up bar rack or a squat rack. And you can get creative here. Just find anything that's sturdy enough to hold your weight. That's all you need. And then you're going to be creating two loops with the band. You're going to put one foot in each loop. Have the band come just behind your knees. Now let's move on to the technique part. So here you're going to be putting the weight on your heels. So really walk far enough from the anchor point of the band so that there's enough resistance so that you can actually lean back quite properly. So lean back, keep the weight on the heels, come down to around a 90-degree angle. You can go below if you want to. Keep your upper body as upright as you can. And then on the way up, focus on pressing the heels towards the ground. And at the very top position, really squeeze the glutes and push the hips forward a little bit, and you can get that extra bit of burn in your quads this way. And that's with any squat. Avoid the knees caving in, and instead focus on always pushing the knees outwards. So not the feet, but push the knees outwards. Now the Spanish squat is a squat and a leg extension in my opinion, so it definitely deserves a spot on this list. Now if you want to make this a little bit harder without adding any extra weight, then what you can do is simply lean back even more. So in this case, you might have to really walk back even more so that the band can actually support you, and lean back even more and make sure you stay really nice and upright and focus again even more on pressing the heels towards the ground. This was going to be more challenging, and vice versa. If you want to make it easier, well, you can just have less of the weight on the heels and more on the middle of the foot. Now this was going to be a little bit easier for you to perform these squats. And hey, if you get some value from this video, then why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel right there for more similar videos in the future. And another thing you can do to make it a little bit harder is to simply have a short pause at the bottom position. So when you're at the 90-degree position or below if you wanted to, stay there for a while, around 2 seconds, and you can feel the burn accumulate in your legs. And obviously if you want to, you can of course also just have a weight in front of you. So that could be a kettlebell or any sort of weight you have available to you. Now like I said, there's one more way you can perform Spanish squats in if you don't happen to have a thick resistance band available to you. And that is by using something I call a sissy squat stick. Same thing here, you put the stick behind your knees or even below if you want to, and perform your squats this way. And if you want a more detailed video on this, then have a look at this video right here. So that is it for the Spanish squat. Now if you want to learn more about the fourth bodyweight leg extension exercise, frog squats, then have a look at this video right here. That's going to teach you all you need to know about frog squats. That is it for this video, guys. Hope you found it helpful. And if you got some value from this video, then please go ahead and leave this video a like. It's highly appreciated. And subscribe to the channel for more tips on how to build a warrior body with primal training. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.